So what do you call this? This thing?
It's a camshaft setting. This is a variable timing setting system for the BMW 318, which of course you need a special locking tool to really set this whole thing, right? But at the minute, we don't have a locking tool here, so you know we're gonna use different principles and different techniques to do it in case of emergency, whereby you'll be working on a sort of engines like this and you can't get the right tool to do it. So now, this is an idea, right?
Tell them how you started first. Go through how you started first.
Okay. First thing first, what I did is it's like there's no special mechanical tool that
To hold, to clamp.
To clamp, nothing. That's my shoe. I took my shoelace, bind these two camshafts together. As you can see, it's two camshafts together, right? Remember, this is for BMW 318, right? And so like I said, I bind these two camshafts together, yeah, right, with my shoelace. Then place it right on top of the table and fit each valve in to sit perfectly, right? Perfectly. Then put the spring like you can see. What I'm doing now is like, that's it. As you see, that's the spring. That's the spring, right? There's nothing that's impossible. Okay? Let me take this out again so you can see how fully,
Basically, show this. This is what's on there.
you see, with a variable timing system, and they're kind of complicated because most of them using about 3 camshafts, which is one is responsible for the inlet, the intake, and also the amount of airflow into it. I think this is one of the best systems BMW ever created, you know, and one of the best engine, I would say. Even with the M series, they have the same type of pattern in it. As you can see, that's the spring inside, right? I'm using a very common tool. That's a 10 socket, and obviously, you know, that's my extension handle. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to lift the spring up, get a rocker inside. As you see, that's the rocker there, yeah?
Show them the rocker again.
That's the rocker. Very tricky, right? So now, first step is like this. Okay? And this,
Place it in.
place it in. And make sure it sits properly. Press it down. And there we go. It's as simple as that. And that's ready. Okay? And just to confirm that it's properly seated, got a very strong plier. And just make sure every bit is seated properly. And don't forget to tighten up your bolt. Because this is one thing that's very easy to forget. The bolt. Especially something to do with the engine internally. Make sure this is properly tightened up. Okay? As you can see, it's in. So it's a matter of assembling. If 4 is in, so it's basically like that. You don't need no locking tool. The locking tool is your shoelace. As long as you got the idea to clamp it, the shoelace, all that come down there and that come down there, it plays a great role. That's in case of emergency, if you don't have the tool. Okay?
Watch out for part 2. Peace.
And watch out